scores table in frustration.
Hello and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we'll be discussing the next NBA superstar. He was the 10th player in Murray State history to score 40 points in a game, breaking the OVC mark for most successive free throws made in a game. Morant also made history by becoming the first NCAA Division I men's player in 20 years to score at least 40 points, 10 assists, and 5 steals in a single match. Do you want to know more details on how a one-star recruit became the next NBA superstar? So without wasting any further time, let's get started. First, let's look at Morant's personal life and career. Ja Morant's father was a high school colleague of Ray Allen's and planned to play professionally abroad after an NAIA career. But later, according to Morant, his mother informed his father that she was expecting a child. "Instead of going to play basketball, he stayed to raise me," he said. "That's my motivation. I'm living my dream and his dream right now." Ja Morant remained unseen around town and at school when he first arrived at Murray State University in Kentucky. As a high school athlete, Morant, a 6'3" guard from a rural South Carolina town, was unranked by all prominent recruiting agencies. Morant went unnoticed by college recruiters until a Murray State coach was in town to observe another player and found him in a gym while looking for a snack. Morant went national as a sophomore after an All-Ohio Valley Conference freshman season, acquiring a reputation as one of college basketball's most dynamic and prolific players. He's no longer just noticed, he's demanded. Morant has a feeling that his life is about to change once more. Going unnoticed at supermarkets will become even rarer. Observe the Memphis Grizzlies star for a moment, and he'll slide between the defense's invisible gaps, levitate in the air while he considers his next play, and whip cross-court throws and loft floaters with either his left or right hand. Keep an eye on Morant, and he'll switch outfits, evoking layers of déjà vu by summoning other famous floor generals. Morant, like Allen Iverson, can rip a crossover and blast into the air like Derrick Rose. Like Chris Paul, he could thread together a pick and roll or weave around the back of defense like Steve Nash. He'll do a 360-degree flip shot like John Wall and a corkscrew layup like Kyrie Irving, high off the glass. It's no surprise that Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins calls his third-year point guard one of the best students of the game he's ever met, a basketball nut who does a ton of self-reflection on where he can get better and has spent the previous 2 summers refining his craft. Morant, who was chosen second overall in the 2019 draft behind Zion Williamson and awarded 2020 Rookie of the Year, has arrived at crossroads between next and now. If Morant's outstanding first week is any indicator, he's on his way to becoming a superstar and catapulting the Grizzlies, who play in the NBA's smallest television industry, back into the national discussion for the first time since the grit and grind era. "We've been making statements since I got drafted here, and we're receiving the same thing. No respect," Morant stated, whose 35-point scoring average in 3 games was matched for the league lead heading into Monday. "I focus on going out each and every game to win instead of worrying about whether we're respected or not." Paul George claimed Morant's game reminded him of guarding Rose, then the MVP leader of the Chicago Bulls, in the 2011 playoffs, after Morant scored 28 points and 8 assists to help the Grizzlies to a playoff victory against the LA Clippers. "He's just explosive, electrifying," George said. "He's quick. His ability to change directions, move his body in the air. He put a lot of pressure on us. The plan was to get the ball out of Ja's hands and make somebody else make plays." Carmelo Anthony simply declared he is the future of this NBA after Morant came to Staples Center with a game-high 40 points and 10 assists in a close loss to the LA Lakers. Don't be fooled by Morant's incredible speed. While his ball-handling speed is the most obvious feature, the Murray State product's foundational strengths are his feel and determination. Morant is a strong thinker who, like a 10-year veteran, manipulates matchups, targets weak links, analyzes secondary defenders, and reacts to double teams. His soaring dunks and acrobatic layups make for excellent social media footage, but he doesn't chase highlights at the expense of his team or shirk his point guard responsibilities. "We're going to war with Ja," Grizzlies guard Desmond Bane said. "That's our leader, that's our guy. He's going to be an all-star, probably an all-NBA player." Indeed, Morant is the best of this year's group of ambitious first-time All-Stars and is a strong contender for the Most Improved Player honor. De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings, LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets, and DeAndre Ayton of the Phoenix Suns are among those in the group. Morant, like Rose and Wall before him, was regarded as a non-shooter when he first entered the NBA. He shot 33.5% from three-point range as a rookie and 30.3% last season, despite hitting 5 three-pointers to knock out Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors from the Western Conference play-in round. Morant is scoring more frequently and confidently so far this season. He still doesn't have textbook form, but his motion has improved, and he hasn't hesitated to fire when opponents have challenged him. "He's pulling up quick," Jenkins said. "He's finding those windows of opportunity. He's becoming more lethal all over the floor. He's got so much confidence in his outside shot now. Why? Because he's been putting in the work. It was a daily grind for him this offseason. The free throws and getting to the line more often, that's a big emphasis too. As he continues to evolve his game, he's going to become unstoppable." Morant hit 7 three-pointers against the Clippers and the Lakers, including 5 to push LeBron James and the Lakers to the brink of elimination. "I feel like the stats speak for itself," Morant said. "Make or miss, I'm going into that shot with 100% confidence that I'm making it. If I miss, I shoot 10 more. I worked on it consistently, and it's time for me to continue to shoot the ball." Morant, who had knee surgery prior to his debut season and had a foot injury halfway in his second season, has finally taken off the training wheels. Jenkins has increased Morant's playing time to 35.3 minutes per game this season after going cautiously through those setbacks. More Morant means more excitement for Memphis, which has assembled a fascinating lineup of players who can score consistently in defined roles. On the wings, Bane and DeAnthony Melton offer spacing and secondary scoring. Jaren Jackson Jr., a lottery pick in 2018, has grown into a capable stretch forward who pushes the defense honestly on the outside. After an offseason trade, Steven Adams, a big-bodied center who spent years as an inside target and screen setter for Russell Westbrook, has taken over that job alongside Morant. Memphis's offensive efficiency, which rose from 20th in 2019 to 2020 to 15th in 2020 to 21, should continue to improve if its key players stay healthy. The Grizzlies' offense stands second in the season's tiny sample size, which is promising. With his arsenal of floaters and runners, the Grizzlies can beat teams inside, outside, and in between with Morant at the lead. He consistently broke past the Cleveland Cavaliers' defense late to pull out a win in Memphis' season opener. Morant was so effective as a one-on-one scorer against the Clippers that the Clippers began to surround him late in the game. Morant calmly found Jackson for a dagger three-pointer in response to the increased pressure. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, Morant's masterwork against the Lakers was spoiled in the last seconds when he drew a foul on a possible game-tying three-pointer, but dropped his third free throw, denying them the chance to force overtime. "Everybody who knows me knows I'm very hard on myself," Morant said. "I really don't care about what I've done tonight in this game. I missed the free throw to tie it, and that's pretty much the only thing on my mind." That's why the Grizzlies are careful to stress out that Morant's shape-shifting game is just one aspect of what makes him a team foundation. "How he's playing is showing up differently," Jenkins said, "but he's the same person he's been since year one. Highly motivated to get better, ultimate competitor, wants to win, wants to do everything possible for his teammates." It's critical to have the right player to lead a ball club to the next level, and Morant's numbers, teammates, and coaches say he's on his way to being that guy, in and out of the dark. So guys, that's pretty much it. What do you think? Is Ja Morant really going to be the next NBA superstar?